Yo, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? Are you a go-getter? Well, a go-getter needs a go-getter. Like, literally, let's make a car like a Subaru Brat looking little car that's extremely reliable with a mechanical diesel motor. Okay, we'll call it the go-getter. Alright? And the torque is what actually gets you going and doing and all this kind of stuff, right? And then the EPA squashed the regulations. So let's make a little car. Think about Japan after the war, and they're coming back, and they're trying to get into manufacturing and stuff. And then, they made the motorcycles, and they made the little cars and everything. And then when I was a kid, like everybody knew, you buy like an 81 Honda Civic, and you can drive that thing like 400,000 miles. It's just not gonna quit. But nobody's like, it's not pretty. It's nothing. It is an A to B shit box, and that's what we need. That's what we need. You know what I'm saying? And I've said this thing about the Jeeps and everything, but we need a go-getter as well. So there's like the hatchback 81 Honda Civic, and then there's like the Willis, and then there's like the Farmall tractor. And if all of these vehicles have a crank start, where you stick the thing through the radiator and crank that subbitch to start it, bro, like, there's no need for a starter. There's no need for electricity at all. It's EMP proof. It will not die. It will not die. And you can put the same motor in all three vehicles. You know what I mean? And so you got the go-getter, the what you talking about, Willis, and she likes to plow. You know what I mean? She likes to plow. Something plow that sounds sexy and rugged. You know what I mean? Every farm girl likes to get plowed. Anyway, I don't know, the marketing's there. It's there. Trust me. Trust me. With the same 4-cylinder, all mechanical, just bulletproof, build this subbitch. Build it to hold 1,000 foot-pounds of torque and spec it out just like, the 300 straight 6, the 3406 Caterpillar, like just like half of it. Half of that. Like, use the same shit that's already made off the shelf. Just like half. You know what I mean? Bro, it's like, it's all right there. It's all right. The Ford took the motor from Nissan in the GT, not the GT40, the Coyote motor is a Nissan motor. That was a V6, and they just put the other 2 cylinders on it. That's all they did. That's all they did. And, they altered slightly just enough that it's legit. You know what I mean? So, like, man, hey, you can make the tractor, you can make the Jeep, and you can make the car all on the same assembly line, and any of them can tow. You can have the same frame for all three. You see what I'm saying? And just set the hatchback on one, set the freaking Jeep body on another, set the freaking tractor body on the next, and all three of these just boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And that's gooder than good. Like it's man, that's the way, because like, we need to do exactly what Japan did. Well, not exactly, but they just went on reliability and super affordable. Like, do you remember the doors were like, they were so thin? Like, there was like a door skin and an inner card, and then like barely room for the glass. You know what I mean? It was just like nothing. You know what I mean? And then the front end is just, double wishbone suspension, but a single axle. You know what I mean? And a single axle out back. You know, we got leaf springs on this thing. Like, we're not We're not running the freaking, some type of race. We're trying to, not go bankrupt driving from the house to the job to work in the factory. You know what I mean? Like, and if your average person can buy this thing and pay it off in a year, you know what I mean? And then just, dude, you can get all the back end. You can get all the back end from the financing. Yeah, this thing is 20 grand, 15 grand, whatever. You know what I mean? And you're just like keeping all the money. I think you're getting the financing, you know what I mean? And they do that. A firm and all this other kind of stuff where you can finance a sandwich. You know what I mean? And everybody's wanting to be in these 15-minute cities or whatever else like that. And it's just stupid. Like, it does not work. That's what they're going towards or whatever like that. But I'm out here in Tennessee, and nobody is going to make it from A to B without a car. Like, you're screwed. I come from Oklahoma. You can't do anything without a car. I got a place in Texas. You can't do anything without a car. I drive all over this whole country, and we are so far, we're so many decades from public transportation or walking. It ain't even funny. And I'm telling you right now, that's the way to do it. And that singular platform, it just, with all three of
Welcome to North Carolina.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm in North Carolina now, so, yeah. Welcome to North Carolina. All right, Getterdunn, guy that knows stuff. Like, get a group of people together, find the money, make this happen. Like, that's totally doable. You can build a factory. There's an assembly line that's like partially started that they gave up on for electric cars in Pryor, Oklahoma, in the industrial park. Like, look into that. They'll probably sell it for not pennies on the dollar, but nickels. You know what I mean? You call it, the nickels plant, because you got it for nickels on the dollar. So then by the time you tool up an outfit, you know what I mean, and you're just like half a 3408, you're good to go. You're good to go. And EMP-proof America. Everybody's worried about, get her done before the war or whatever like that. Well, start making these Jeeps and do the car body and do the tractor thing so that it's, when the war breaks out, like, you could just keep making them. You see what I'm saying? Like, some backup generators on site, whatever like that, EMP-proof that production line. There's a guy coming out of the woods with a bow. Is it bow season already? He did not have a deer, but he had his bow. Anyway, all right, Rock him. Go get him.